And we are back with race 11 at Aquamaring. Again, another track made by our very own Boer. So this one will be a 10-lap race, a slightly longer track than our previous one today. We have a nice long straightaway with a little S-bend in it. And of course a big ladder towards the start line. So lots of click spams in the chat for all the clicking in that waiting time. Yes, the joys of you can have the nice peaceful music, but you can also hear every click I do while that's playing. So it was also pointed out to me that we are now at the point where the bottom leaderboard people with 0 points don't have any chance now to take that first spot. I think they can still get into the top 3 and definitely the top 5, but unfortunately they are no longer in the running for first, even if they win this race and the next race. Yes, Boer has been doing bits, and I can't wait to see some more tracks by them. I'm sure we'll see a return of most of them again in the next season. Shady, it's another JMR. Yes, a lot of these ones by Boer are based off the JMR tracks. Quarantine Cheese also saying they're planning on making some IRL tracks, but waiting for the new track system. Yes, the new track building update is coming out sometime soon. I've seen a lot of the dev talk around that, and I can't wait to see what people come up with when that drops. I'm sure it'll make the races even more exciting and some better tracks. I've already seen some of the amazing tracks that people are coming up with now, so I can't wait to see what's going to happen with that new update. Yes, make sure you submit your tracks into the Discord, and we'll get them into a track showcase or even into the seasonal races. As we are approaching the end of the pre-season, we will be looking to add more tracks in for season 1, and we'll also be doing some voting in the Discord to decide which tracks will be staying from this season, which tracks will be going, and what new tracks will be added. So with all that said, we have no new races. It will be the same races as the last track. So 10 laps around here as we do a quick look around. So starting very high up here, down into a sweeping bend, then into this nice little S-bend here. I'm sure if you get a good outside line down here, you'll carry some good speed here into this corner, which then leads down to one of these big drops again with a little triangle in the middle, which most people seem to avoid. This will give you some speed down here where you can split into either left or right. Which lane will be quicker? We'll find out when the race begins. Then into a nice sweeping left turn, and all the way around and down to the ladder and the finish line. So if we go back up to the top here, some speed by doing it. Ryder just behind everyone, very close together here. No one bouncing off due to some bad contact. We're getting past Spacer, and Spacer losing a lot of time here. Demon Lover coming around to actually take the lead. Demon Lover currently with 0 points. Could that change today? Taking the right side, Boer taking the left, followed by Wood. Wood with a bad bounce slowing them down, so Ryder and Mario coming through. It looks like that inside lane could be the better lane, but it depends on how you exit it, with Wood getting a bad exit, but School of Thugs getting a very good one, and then taking the inside down here, so that inside lane will be the better one to take. We have Boer in first, School of Thugs in second, Ryder getting overtaken by Demon Lover for third, so Ryder in fourth, Mario in fifth, Wood just outside the points in sixth. So as they come down to the ladder, it looks like everyone's going to be side by side here. So we have Boer, oh, big zoom in there, Boer, School of Thugs, Demon Lover, Mario and Ryder side by side for that top spot. Then Wood, Mini, Stanky, James, Space Egg, Shona, Nick and Skyline just behind. Everyone getting into rows here. Then we have Jake, Side Effects, Muffin, T-Dub, Stormy, Cheese, Kutsi, Magic and Budo all alongside each other. Then Shady, Barto and Logan. So only 4 rows here, and it doesn't look like we have lost anyone from the track currently, which is a very good start. The last 3 races have been very dramatic when it comes to losing people. So as you wait for them to get up to the top here, let's speed this up a bit more. This is quite a long ladder compared to the last one. So I'll check that everyone is still seeing the stream okay, because seen in the chat there are some issues for some people. I'm hoping it's okay for everyone else. So Ryder taking the lead here, Demon Lover second, Boer just behind third, Mario 4, School of Thugs fifth, Boer with the fastest lap. So the top 5 very close together here. Let's see if anyone tries to make a breakaway. Just behind we have Skyline, Space Egg and Nick. Then we have Stanky, Wood losing another position there, and Mini. Stanky flying through there, Space Egg getting pushed through as well, Skyline losing a bit of time as they're flying down the straight. Let's see what's happening down here. We have Ryder and Demon Lover side by side. Then Boers come through, Woods come through, Space Egg coming through as well. All getting shook up there. The stream stop then continued. Interesting. Must have been a slight connection issue there. Hopefully we didn't miss too much. So Demon Lover in the top spot there, side by side Ryder, Wood jumping on to take this top spot as well, so them 3 will be competing off the ladder. Then we have Boer and School of Thugs and Nick side by side. Space Egg, James, Shona, Mini and Mario. Then Stanky, Jake, Magic Monkey and Quarantined Cheese. Muffin, Side Effects, Shady, Barto, Budo and T-Dub. Then Skyline, Stormy, Logan and then Kutsi at the back. So making our way back up again on lap 3. So Shady saying they fell from 8th. Unfortunately so. After a good first race of the day, it looks like we have some new people trying to make a name for themselves and get some points on this second race. So Demon Lover making a bit of time off into first, Wood making contact with Ryder, so Ryder down, but taking that second spot. Then we have Nick and Boer very close together. Boer still trying to keep them points. School of Thugs close behind, trying to steal that point. Boer getting a good entry there, hitting Nick though. Ryder with a bad entry. Space Egg trying to go up the inside of Boer and succeeds as they go down onto this straight, all side by side. School of Thugs with a bad bounce, Boer with a bad bounce. Shona hitting School of Thugs, so was Mario. Everyone very close together here, as it looks like Demon Lover and Wood have made a breakaway first and second. Ryder and Space Egg competing further back. Everyone in the middle of the table very close together. What will happen with the bounce on the ladder? Bad bounce there by both, but Demon Lover secures the top spot. Wood taking the second. Ryder also managing to bounce on third. Space Egg not quite making it. So Space Egg, School of Thugs and Shona will be side by side. James getting held back quite a bit there. So then it's Mario, Nick, Mini, Boer and Cheese side by side. Then we have James, Jake, Stanky, King, Barto, Budo and Magic. Followed by Muffin on their own. Then T-Dub, Shady, Logan, Side Effects, Kutsi, Skyline and Stormy now at the back of the pack. As we go up the big ladder once again, it gives us time to look at the chat again. So I think there's some talk around Stormy there saying he's gone back to flat speeders to get some more sleep again. Quite possibly, maybe he's preparing for the final race. Stormy did actually secure some points on the last stream. if I remember correctly, after that first, yes he did, he had that first performance where he just went home, had a nap, and then came back strong with that second place finish. Maybe it's the same tactic today, get some sleep, get some rest, and come back strong in the final. So, Demon Lover, bad bounce by Demon Lover, I mean Wood's going to fly through, but getting a bounce on the wall as well, which means School of Thugs is going to gain some time, as they are now competing for top 3. Cheese trying to come through as well, giving School of Thugs a bounce there, but making the overtake. But then School of Thugs actually getting that position back, so Wood closely followed by Demon Lover here. School of Thugs and Cheese side by side. This will all come down to the ladder entry. So Demon Lover and Wood both actually successfully get onto the ladder straight away. The bad bounce means there's been a gap, and Cheese and School of Thugs have been caught up with by James and Nick. So then we have Stanky, Ryder, Space Egg, Budo, Shona, Magic and Jake. Then Minnie, Mario, T-Dub and Muffin. Were, Cutsy, Logan, Side Effects, Barto, Skyline and Shady. Oh, and of course Stormy at the back, still having a bit of a nap. So first and second still competing here as we go onto the 5th lap and halfway through this race. So they drop off here. Wood getting the better line. Demon Lover going smooth though through here. Bad bounce there though, just as I say that. Cheese in front of Nick, then James and School of Thugs, everyone closely together back there. Wood and Demon Lover making a breakaway. Good entry by both of them there. Bad bounce by Wood mean Demon Lover is going to take that top spot and fly down the right side, not making contact with the wall. Wood following. Both getting a similar bounce there, but I think Demon Lover carrying more speed. Nick is off the track. So is Muffin. I think there's a big collision over on the turn before the drop, and 2 people have now DNF'd from this race. Wood getting gained by School of Thugs as well. Then Cheese and Space Egg. All fighting for the points back here, everyone very close together. Demon Lover on the ladder. Wood managing to get on without School of Thugs. People trying to leap on, but not quite making it. Cheese getting held up there, losing 3 spots there for Space Egg, Magic and Jake. So just as someone was saying, Cheese is catching up. Wood was saying Cheese is catching up in the chat, but unfortunately jinxing Cheese. So Cheese is now alongside Stanky, Minnie, Shona, Logan and Budo and Ryder. Then we have James, T-Dub and Mario. Were, Side Effects, Skyline, King Barto, Cutsy, Shady and Stormy at the back, but not going to be finishing last as we have had 2 DNFs. So Demon Lover dropping off the first point here. Will they get a good line? Not a bad bounce, looks like Wood maybe carrying a bit more speed. Space Egg with the bounce there, Jake, then Magic. Space Egg taking that position from Magic though. Everyone bumping each other here in this middle section. Ryder, then Budo, then Cheese, Minnie, Logan, Shona and Stanky. So everyone very close together in this middle section. Cheese losing loads of spots, a really bad line there. Everyone just seemed to get the better line. T-Dub slowing down here as we follow them through this section, this middle straight. Let's see how the front runners are going to do on this ladder. Bad bounce by Demon Lover and by Wood. And School of Thugs and Jake, so it looks like everyone's just going to split apart into their positions here. SpaceX sneaking in with Magic Monkey, yeah, Magic Monkey actually getting on. Then we have Logan, Ryder, Shona and Mario Hunter side by side. Following them we have Budo, Cheese losing quite a few positions. They're going to have to make some time back here as they are sat in 15th. Stanky, T-Dub, Side Effects, Barto, Minnie, James, Skyline and Boer. Then we go a bit further back, we have Shady and Cutsy. Then Stormy at the very back. Stormy not making up any time here. But it looks like the top 5 is still all to play for. So Demon Lover going around the first corner, Wood just behind, and then School of Thugs. Magic getting the inside line on Space Egg and securing that position. Logan getting in front of Shona, then Mario, then Ryder. Cheese trying to get around T-Dub but getting blocked out. As we have School of Thugs overtaking Wood there. Wood clearly getting a bad line, but School of Thugs makes contact, but then Wood also hitting, and Demon Lover getting slowed down. There's a lot going on at the front here as there's a sprint between Wood and Demon Lover. Wood securing that first spot now. Demon Lover just behind. School of Thugs trying to take that second place. Then we have Jake, Magic, Space Egg and Logan just behind. As they go towards the ladder, Wood with a bit of a bounce there. I mean, Demon Lover quickly jumps on. Wood and School of Thugs are side by side on that second bit. Then we have Jake and Magic side by side as well. Then Logan and Shona, Space Egg and Buddo. Then Mario, Ryder, Stanky, Blur, T-Dub, Cheese, James, Mini, Barto, Skyline, Side Effects and Shady. Then a gap down to Cutsy. And Stormy all the way down here. Have a quick scan and make sure no one else has fallen off the track. It does not look like it. So Wood saying Cheese needs to try harder, and Cheese saying they are trying as hard as they can. So Wood making a better run there than School of Thugs and taking the inside line. Then Jake, then Magic. Shona getting a better run than Logan. Logan trying to get past, but Shona blocking Logan out. As we go down to the drop point, let's see how this goes. Demon Lover with a good drop. Wood again losing time here. Wood needs to work on that section of the track. Also losing a place to Jake, but Jake gets a bad bounce, meaning Wood is carrying much better speed through here. School of Thugs with a really bad bounce. Magic Monkey hitting the back of Wood, giving Wood a boost. School of Thugs getting a boost from Jake. Wood and School of Thugs losing some time with the collision there. Demon Lover just casually strolling through the first position spot. Not really gaining time though. It looks like they're being quite slow through that area. So we now have Wood, School of Thugs, Jake and Magic Monkey very close together. Demon Lover just casually jumping on the ladder straight away. Wood with a bad bounce. So School of Thugs. So Jake has now taken that spot. Wood, Magic and... oh, sorry, no. Yeah, so Demon Lover, Jake, then Wood, School of Thugs and Magic side by side. Then we have Logan, Space Egg and Buddo, Shona, Ryder and Stanky, Mario and Blur, T-Dub, Cheese, Skyline and Barto, Side Effects and Mini, James, Cutsy, Shady. And where is Stormy? Here comes Stormy. And a bounce just to rub it in. 2 bounces, make it even worse. And there's Stormy onto the ladder. So as they make their way up on lap 9. Some rivalry going on in the chat. There's a lot of action in this top 5 spot. So everyone is competing to get their points here. Wood taking the inside lane, taking 3rd. So Magic and School of Thugs just behind. Demon Lover trying to make a breakaway. Jake closely behind, with Wood following. Good run by Demon Lover. It's going to be smooth through there. Slightly rough bounce. Jake getting a better one there. Actually gaining on Demon Lover. Demon Lover getting a bad bounce into that corner. I mean, Jake takes first. Wood quite slow through there, but not as slow as School of Thugs. So Logan is taking that spot. School of Thugs then Buddo. School of Thugs taking that spot back. Looks like we've lost Magic back there. Demon Lover again jumping onto that ladder. Doing very good at jumping onto the ladder here. I don't know what's happened to Magic, but Magic has clearly fallen on that bend. Must have gone in too aggressive and getting a bad bounce. So as everyone is climbing onto the ladder, we have got Demon Lover, Jake and Wood in the top 3. Then a gap before School of Thugs in 4th. Then fighting for 1 point we have Logan, Budo and Ryder. Then Shona and Space Egg. Then Bua, Stanky, Cheese, Mario, T-Dub, Skyline, James, Barto, Side Effects, Mini, Kutsi, Shady. And where is Stormy? There's Stormy. The gap's just getting bigger and bigger. He's got no one to compete with, but that gap is still getting bigger and bigger, just taking a leisurely drive. When did Nick fall off? Nick fell off very early on, one of the first few laps. So Demon Lover going around to the first corner. Jake coming around too, and now Wood as they are on their final lap of the race. School of Thugs. And then Logan ahead of Budo and Ryder. See how everyone does around here. Demon Lover once again with a smooth run there. Jake with a smooth entry as well. Will Wood be able to carry a smooth run? Yes, Wood gets a much better run through there. On a very crucial last lap. Meanwhile, all the way up at the front, Jake's going a little bit slow, but I still think there's a big enough gap to secure it from Wood. Demon Lover just casually coming down to the finish line. This will be a win for Demon Lover and the first points of this season. Followed by Jake taking second, Wood taking third. Now the fight for the points. It looks like School of Thugs has a bit of a lead on Ryder for the 4th spot. So School of Thugs will be securing 4th, Ryder securing 5th. And Shona just outside of the points in 6th, then Logan, Budo and Space Egg. Then we have Bua, Cheese, Stanky and Mario. Then T-Dub, Skyline and James. Barto coming through, not picking up any points again. Jeez, Barto maybe falling down the leaderboard a bit more. Then Side Effects, Shady, Mini and Kutsi. And then of course we will have Stormy coming through at some point. Where is Stormy? Stormy is still up here. Well, Stormy is going to be taking their time to get around the rest of this track. So this is our, if it will let me focus, there we go. Our winner of today's second race, Demon Lover K-pop. So I will now input the results of this race and get the standings for you, and we can see where everyone is placed and what it's going to look like as we go into our final race on the next stream. So I'll be back in 2 minutes with those final standings. So we have the standings after this race, and things are getting interesting. I've seen in the chat a suggestion that with this one only being an hour long, and I think that's because the first track was a bit shorter. I think we got through that fairly quick, and I'm trying to get a bit more efficient with inputting all the stuff so you're not waiting for quite as long, but it's still tough a bit, so you know, might end up needing a bit of admin help with some of that work in the future. Someone suggested we do the final race on this stream. However, that is not going to happen. You'll have to wait until the next stream, where I hope to see everyone there, everyone who can make it for that final race of the pre-season. So here are the standings now. So as you can see, Wood has moved into that top spot. A very interesting change here. T-Dub, Buddo and School of Thugs are drawing for that second place. All three of them were wanting to be picking up points in the last race. School of Thugs having probably one of the worst starts to this season, and suddenly they are drawing for second. Then we have Boer and Side Effects drawing with 12 points. Then Magic and Jake drawing with 11. Then we have Shady with 10, Cheese with 9, Barto with 8, Logan, Stanky and James with 7, Demon Lover with 6, Mario with 5, Space Egg with 4, drawing with Stormy, Muffin with 3, Nick with 2, Minnie with 2, Skyline and Ryder with 1, and Kutzi and Shona both with 0. So let's see what could happen in the final race. So a win would be 6 points. So you will need 9 points to draw with that top spot, as long as no one ahead. So say Cheese. Cheese is probably the last person who could potentially get into a first place spot, as long as no one else in that top 10 gets any points whatsoever. But that will mean a tie for first, and we'll have to figure out what we do about that if that happens. Everyone in the top 10 has a chance of taking that first spot. Now the top 6, in fact top 8, with all those ties, all the points matter there. It's only a matter of a few points to get first, second or third between them. So this final race will be an interesting one. And that final race is going to be on Tuesday in the upcoming week. It's either going to be midday or midnight on BST time. We're going to work out what is going to be the best for everyone. I have a feeling it may end up being a midnight one, because that generally seems to be able to fit with all the time zones we have watching. And I'd like to get as many people watching that final as possible, because I'm sure it will be an interesting one. And everyone is eager to see who is going to win this very first season, and who the top 3 will be. In fact, who the top 5 will be, because the top 5 will be getting rewards in the server. And the top 3 will also be getting skins and roles on the server. There will be a gold skin for whoever can finish first in a season for their marble. There will be a silver one for second and a bronze one for third, which they will then be able to use in the following season. So, all to play for at the top. Anything can happen. That is it for today's stream. Make sure you go check it out on YouTube. Go subscribe over there. If you miss any, you can always watch them back there. Or if you just want to rewatch any of the action. And there'll also be highlights at the end of each season. Also check out the Discord. A lot of chat goes on there, a lot of discussion about the races, a lot of other stuff as well, and you can also pick your teams over there and pick your skins. And if you're watching on YouTube, go follow on Twitch. You get to watch these live, and as a follower you'll also get to take part in the races. So with our last race of the day over and all that said, I look forward to seeing you all on the final race of this season. And I'll see you then.